that Kenya was not breathing and that she was gone. She was deceased. That was the end of her life. And my mother said that she felt like she was being punished for whatever reason. A lot of people talk about generational curses, curses in different people's life and things that have gone on. She felt like she was cursed. Um, Please excuse me, family. This is hard for me. Her daughter, who was probably under a week old, was gone. And she felt like this was her fault, which made her even more psychologically tormented. Um, Abuse, molestation, single motherhood, poverty is just a continuous cycle of events that continue to happen. And no one to assist you in walking on the path of fixing it. You just keep going. Well, um, so now she's going to bury her, would have been second child, would have been my sister Kenya. Um, that sent my mother into one of her first nervous breakdowns to lose a child. And I, she had a nervous breakdown. I had to stay with um, Kenya's dad's family because now that my mother and he had a child together, they kind of like, well, we'll take Nikki, and she was put in the hospital and under evaluation because she actually was losing her mind. I'm with this guy who I didn't know at first was a heroin addict, and now everything has come to light. And by then, you're pregnant, fully pregnant, and even if you wanted to, even if she believed in abortion, poverty, how are you gonna have an abortion if you don't even have money for regular things? Uh, that's not even the point. The point is, why? Why am I constantly going through trouble in my life? Why am I constantly making wrong decisions? Why am I substituting my life, of maybe even working a part-time job? Why am I selling weed? Why? Okay. Um, she was admitted into the hospital. She had a nervous breakdown, and made a mockery of. Um, a lot of people would say things like, um, you know, you're crazy. Um, you've been to the nut house. Um, just all kind of things. That took a toll on her because nobody knows your heart more than you do. And to have to explain yourself to people who you think love you You don't have family anymore. You don't have anybody in your family to talk to anymore. So you're basing your views and values off of people who are really no better than you, but they're placing judgment on you because you're going through something that is really a tremendously sad event. But hey, they're not going through it, so let's point fingers at you and say, you've been to the nut house, you crazy, dealing with that heroin addict, and wow, just she lost it. But that's that's only the beginning of what would come. It's only the beginning of what would come after, shortly after. Um, and I believe that those events had a lot to do with the fact that everything from the beginning was pushed under the rug. This is why I have created this blog. I have made videos that talked about other things. I was trying to, in my mind, figure out if I wanted to state all of this stuff that I really want to talk about, but am I ready? You know, um, and I am. I can take all criticism. I can take all comments. I can take whatever anybody has to dish out. Um, because this, once again, is my life. And I'm going to talk about it. Keep watching. There definitely is more to come. I love you, family. I promise I do.